So have you guys ever wondered why day trading can be so damn confusing, right? Like at the end of the day, you look back at the chart and you go, oh my God, what was I thinking? Why would I even determine to trade that way? Or why couldn't I see the picture clearly, right? So today in this lesson, I want to break down what I like to call the sweet spot, right? So every single day there's going to be a sweet spot, right? And it's usually based off either pint numbers or the market structure that's going to help you understand who is in control of the market. I say this all the time. We are retail traders. We can't control the market. And I want to beat this into your head. The banks control the market. So it's not up to us to predict the market. It's not up to us to move the market. It's up to us to react to what large money's doing. Now, the only way to understand what large money's doing is at the sweet spot, is at market structure, is at the pint numbers, right? So today in this lesson, I want to break down 7/25, 2024, perfect example of, once again, how to identify the sweet spot and capitalize on it, right? So the first thing we're going to do is break down a little context, right? Because without context, you can't truly understand what was going through our minds when we were putting on these trades, right? So up until this day, we were getting a lot of selling, right? We were getting a mass amounts of selling the day before. We literally had like an $8 sell-off, actually $12 sell-off, right? So a massive sell-off. Now, as we're selling off, we're starting to come into some very important daily time frame levels, right? One is going to be the 50 EMA, right? So we had a demand zone as well right here at 54231, right? Basically, all what a demand zone is an area on a chart where buyers used to be, right? But there's really, as you can tell, there's not that much clarity at this level. So we then resort to the pint numbers, right? Now, the pint numbers, your previous day low, previous day close, previous day high, and open print, right? So as we're getting all this selling and now we're coming into pre-market, this is where I identify the sweet spot, right? So number one in this scenario is going to be previous day low, right? So anytime you're selling off, or for any day for that matter, previous day low is always going to paint a picture. Next, end of day. Notice, end of day and previous day low are relatively close to each other, about $1.50 away. So what I like to do is draw myself a little rectangle and go, this is my sweet spot, right? So whatever happens at this level today is going to paint the picture. Because if I resort to the daily time frame, right? See, candlestick analysis is literally our main tool, right? Technical analysis is great, but candlestick analysis, truly understanding what the candles are doing, is always going to paint a better, more vivid, more clear, more present picture. What do I mean by candlestick analysis? I'm talking about if this level holds, then this. So in the past, I did a lot of research on candlesticks, right? And there really isn't that much to know other than there's four main critical levels on it: the high, the low, the open, the close. Now, we can determine the strength of the day based on how price reacts to the previous day levels, right? So end of day, you can see it's kind of hard to see here, but you can see we have end of day, we have previous day low, these two little blue lines. So the day I'm talking about is right here. So the way I'm looking at this is my sweet spot. If sellers defend this level, I'm expecting a much larger move to the downside. If buyers defend this level, that's going to be a sign of strength and acceptance above the 50 EMA. I'm going to be then looking for longs targeting the next area of structure, which was literally 54782, right? So that's how we use candlestick analysis, right? If that, right? If this happens, then this. If that happens, then this, right? So let's break into our pre-market plan here. All right. So over here, SPY, pre-market analysis, end of day and previous day low is our sweet spot. Bullish scenario. Buyers step up and show strength off end of day and previous day low and open print. That's three critical levels, all within the same area, right? Sweet spot. Ultimately looking for longs. First target is 54305. Josh, where are you getting first target? Literally from previous day structure. That's it. This was the last known place above end of day that sellers controlled the market. So if I'm talking about a bullish scenario, I have to have my eye on that level. Okay. 54305 is super important level. This is bearish structure on a larger time frame, and if buyers can take it, I'm very bullish with upside targets of 54506, 54773, and previous day high. Okay, very simple. Bearish scenario, looking for sellers to defend their positions at end of day and PDL, the sweet spot. Looking for buyers to lose strength here, looking to target downside targets. Okay, then I draw a little graphical presentation here of the sweet spot, bullish above it, right? And if we get buyers, I'm looking for longs up to here. If we get sellers, I'm looking for shorts down to here. And then also, I paint another picture on a much larger time frame, right? Really showing us how important this level is, right? And I want to make this a little bigger. Look where I'm getting this level, right? From all the way back, right? So this is bearish structure, right? So if buyers can defend the sweet spot, I'm looking for longs into structure, right? Because I know the next time sellers were in control of the market was at this level. Okay. So now the day opens, right? So we took 2 trades this day. 3 actually, but I'm going to break down 2. So in the morning, let me get rid of this box so that we can see here. Price opens up literally right at the sweet spot. And look at guys, open print and end of day are literally pennies within each other. Anytime open print is coupled with another critical level, this is a sign of massive liquidity, right? That means there's 2 main critical levels that price has literally gravitated to form 2 critical levels there. That's insane, right? So that's a very big sign that this level is very important. So I have to watch what happens at this level. And for me to understand what's happening at this level, I have to understand what the candles are telling me. I have to understand what the moving averages are telling me. And I have to understand what market structure is telling me, right? Those are my 3 main criteria, right? Critical level, moving averages, and market structure. With 3 of these, I put on a trade, right? So price sells off from open print and end of day down to previous day low. Now we rip back up into open print and we reject. And what I want to really point out here is look at how the candle rips into this, right? We literally have a wick over here, about 70-cent wick into open print and rejects, right? That's telling me buyers tried very hard, but sellers won the battle. See, you have to learn to understand what the candles are telling you. If you can understand candlestick analysis, you're going to have a massive edge over the market because you're going to be able to react off the present moment price, right? See how price is ripping into open print, rejects. We close right on the 50 EMA, right? And notice our EMA cloud right here is red. This is a bearish sign. I do not want to long this, okay? I'm not quite ready for shorts, and I'm going to show you the criteria I need to actually pull the trigger, but as I'm watching this, I'm understanding there's a very intense battle. Okay, so now price starts to consolidate. You can notice sellers keep holding the cloud, keep holding the 50, and then once price breaks below the previous low candle, which is right here, at this point, I'm entering the market short. I'm entering the market short right here because this is a sign of bearish strength, right? Buyers tried very hard, rejected. The candles are telling me that it's bearish. We rip up into the 50. Once we start to reject the 50, we come down. I enter the market short with my stop above the 50, right? It's about a 70-cent stop loss in these market conditions. That's pretty good, right? So now I'm in the market short and I want to keep my stop above the cloud because that's where I need price to go to invalidate my short play. And I'm targeting down here 53892 and below. And then we get that beautiful sell-off, right? So once again, I want you guys to look at this. This is my entry criteria, right? I don't want you to look at the whole chart because anyone could sit here and go, oh, that's how you short the market. No, I want you guys to get used to this. Price is rejecting open print. It's rejecting end of day. It's rejecting the 50. It's rejecting the cloud. It's breaking the previous low candle. That is a break in structure. I'm in the market short. Great trade. Now, we had a very significant level here, right? There was a daily time frame gap below 53892, right? So I was looking for shorts. I was looking to take the market short all the way down to here, but we didn't get it. So what that tells me also, right? So price rips into this level. Buyers show up with tons of strength, ripping back above it, right? If price can come up to this level this 53892 and reject it, that is telling me that sellers are in control of the market. That's very bearish. I want to stay in shorts there. But if price rallies above this level, closes way above it, that is the first sign that buyers are stepping back into the market. Look at the candle, engulfing, right? It's literally engulfing this red candle. It's very strong, right? That's a sign that buyers are showing up. That's not enough for me to long the market, but that's a sign that buyers are reacting to the level. So now at this point, I'm looking for price to re-enter the sweet spot, right? Because once again, the sweet spot is going to guide me. It's going to tell me who's in control. So price literally rips back into the sweet spot and we close above previous day low, right? Previous day low is this blue line right here. This is the lowest price from the previous day. And remember, in the pre-market plan, if buyers can show strength here, I want to target 54506. How do we know if they're showing strength? That's the $1 million question. Glad you asked. Price literally rips above the 50 EMA, right? I'm going to get rid of some of these lines right here because I really want you guys to see this. It's very important. So now we rip into, hold on, let me do this. Get rid of the price. Okay. So now we rip into the sweet spot, right? Now I'm looking for that strength. What is strength? I need to close above the 50. I need sellers to show up at least once, right? And that's this red candle right here. This red candle is very important. Why? Because sellers are trying to push price down, and it gives me a perfect entry criteria when buyers push price above it. A lot of traders ask me about entries. Entries are very important. Now, for me to enter the market, I need this red candle, and I need this candle to wipe out the top of it. This right here is what I look for. I look for it on the 2 minute. I look for it on the 5 minute. This day just so happened I took it on the 5 minute, right? And notice price comes into the 50, into the cloud, pushes above the previous day candle or the previous candle. At this point, I am in the market long, and my stop is below previous day low, right? That's about a 80-cent stop. These market conditions are extremely volatile. I would like to keep the stop at least one candle length, right? And that's going to be from here down to here, right? And then I take the market long, stop below it. I want you guys, once again, to burn this image into your brain. This is long criteria. Don't look at the chart like this and be like, oh yeah, you know, go long there. No, anytime you guys are taking trades, I want you to snapshot the chart when you're entering, right? Because this is the criteria we need to get used to. Once again, critical level, moving averages, EMA cloud. Let the candle wipe out the previous high and take the market long. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this lesson. Learn to identify the sweet spot. Learn to understand market context structure. Use the 3 criteria, right? That's going to be critical level, moving averages, and market structure. I'll see you in the next lesson.